Women, hashtag cupcake. The color on my lips is cupcake. You probably guessed it. It is pink. This color is pink. I do not, let me tell you, this is outside of my comfort zone with this pink lips, but it's kind of growing on me. And we'll see if throughout the video these bright pink lips grow on you too. I'm kind of loving it, I have to say. I'm kind of digging it. And what I love about this lip gloss, it's actually a lip color. It like stays. It's kind of like dry. I feel like a makeup virgin. I am so excited about getting into this makeup, playing with it, trying it on, seeing what's happening, and like learning how to apply it. I definitely need some education. I need some schooling on application of this amazing makeup, but I'm having fun. I'll get better at it. Should I just do this while I'm inviting women? All right. Hashtag cupcake. No, today's hashtag Beauty Inside Out day 4, and tonight I'm talking about exercise. Exercise. I'm a little late today. It's my mom's birthday, and we were over at her house tonight eating some chocolate cake and ice cream. It was amazing. Like, not just like any old chocolate cake. My dad went out and got a really nice chocolate cake from a bakery, and it's just like, if you're gonna do it right. Like, eat that amazing chocolate cake and freaking love it. I enjoyed every minute of it. And you know what I enjoyed even more? I was watching my girls eat it. Just like, nom, nom, nom. My 2-year-old, nom, 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 nom. When she eats. It's freaking adorable. So, I'm inviting all you women on to come see my pink lips. Alright. One more? We'll do another one. Sorry, guys. Tea. There we go. Alright, so exercise is what I'm talking about today. And not just any old exercise. I'm not talking about running marathons here. We're talking about proper exercise. The right exercise for you and your dosha. It's new. Yes, Elaine. Love it. Hey, Omkari. Hello, Michelle. Eat it. Eat the cupcake, right? Hey, Larissa. Okay. So we're talking... What are we talking? I need to get to my notes over here. Exercise. Hi, Michelle. All right. Also, I was pretty happy that I did do some exercise today because of that chocolate cake. So I felt like, all right, my metabolism was kicking today after school. I went for a run. And when I talk about going for a run, I go for about a half an hour run, and I do interval sprints. So I'm like walking and then going really fast and then walking and going really fast. That's just the way I honestly like to work out. Maybe it's because I grew up being a basketball player, and that's just kind of the way I trained. And honestly, it burns more fat that way. And I'm not a really big fan of the long distance. I don't love it. My body doesn't love it. It's kind of boring. So I tend to do the intervals, and I really love that. Also, speaking to my exercise routine, I do that run about 3 times a week. I try to get out for that half-hour run about 3 times a week. And then in the morning, I wake up around 5 a.m. And by the way, no more snooze button. So I'm telling you right now, I'm talking to myself, no more snooze button. Done. Hey, Jody. Hey, Jess. I have got to stop hitting that snooze button. My alarm goes off at 4:45, and I'm not getting up until like 5:05, and it's making me late in the morning. I mean, I'm getting there on time, but I'm kind of rushing. I'm not stressing though, which is good, but yeah, I still need to be like when that alarm goes off, I'm feeling like I need to get up and get out of bed right then. So goal for tomorrow morning is no more snooze button. And then, so I get up, I get out of bed, I scrape my tongue, brush my teeth, and I get my clothes on, and I do my yoga HIIT exercise workout. So it's high intensity interval training mixed with the yoga, and I'm loving it. It's on Daily Om, and maybe I'll share it in the group. It is amazing, and I'm doing my second round of it. I just really love it, and it's actually really, it builds strength, and it gives you a cardio workout at the same time, only in like 24 minutes. And then it's strengthening, and then you're also getting the stretch. So it's in yoga motion, and she is like an anatomy freak. She's really, focused on the way the body moves and the form in the way you do it. So I really appreciate this course. It's on Daily Om, and it's called HIIT Yoga Workout. Hey, Katty. So, yes. All right, so I talked a little bit about so I do the yoga HIIT workout, and then I do a 10-minute meditation, just sitting and kind of being in my body, focusing on the breath, training my focus, training my concentration to come back to the present moment, watching me kind of get caught up in a story, get caught up in a thought, and then bringing myself back to the present moment. Really simple meditation, but it builds the discipline of training the mind to come back to the present moment and not get caught up in the storyline. And so tonight we're talking about exercise, as far as proper exercise for Vata Pitta Kapha and what's right for each dosha. So we're going to get a half an hour exercise every day, right? Really important to make sure that we do some kind of physical activity every day. So we're walking, we're running, lifting weights, bike ride, HIIT. Like I said, there's a ton of HIIT yoga or HIIT training online on YouTube. You can just YouTube it, and there are a ton of workouts. Fitness Blender is one also on YouTube that I like. And for you mamas that have a hard time getting out to the gym or going for a jog or going for a walk, this is a great way. Like, get the kids occupied somehow, and you get a half an hour during the nap, and go for it. Half an hour, you get a good sweat, and you can do it inside with no shoes on, or put your shoes on and have a yoga mat. But I just found that this is a really great alternative to trying to get out to the gym. So making your home a gym, get some dumbbells, and work it inside. We got to make it work, mamas. So this circulation is so important, right? To get the body moving, to get the blood flowing, to get the lymph moving. Hey, Chila. And so circulation is governed by Vyana Vayu, or the circular movement of Vata, or the circular wind energy, which is Vata dosha, right? So it's air and ether energy, and it's responsible for the movement around the body, the way that the blood moves, the way that the lymph moves as well. And there are 5 directions in which this energy can move throughout the body, and it is prana. So the first one is prana. It is down and in from the top of the head. Then we have udana, which is up from the diaphragm. Samana goes side to side, it's linear. And apana, which is down and out. And then vyana, which is circular. So pranavayu is responsible for inhalation, right? We take the prana, that's why it's called pranayama, the control of the breath. And prana meaning the chi, or the life force. We're taking in that energy as we inhale, and then it comes down into the lungs. So that's why breathing exercises are called pranayama. Hi, Amina. I'm waving. Control of the breath. Then we have Vyana Vayu, right? It's a circular movement, is responsible for oxygenation of the cells and organs, circulation of the blood and the lymph as well. And good Vyana function avoids edema, so you don't want that swelling or holding on to excess water. water retention. This also, if we have poor vyana or circulation, we get cold feet and hands, which can lead to chronic imbalance, heart attack, stroke, paralysis. We're getting a little intense there, but you understand that circulation is really important. And then also, circulation, pitta dosha is rakta dhatu, so the blood tissue as the red blood cells responsible for circulation and bringing oxygen to every cell in the body. So oxygenation of the entire body, all your cells. And so this exercise is so important because it enhances prana, right? The inhalation and taking in of the oxygen and the vital energy. So we are enhancing the prana throughout the body. So not only are we taking in through inhalation, we are energizing every cell of the body, and we are start to circulate that vital chi, that vital life force through every part of the body. So important. And then tejas as well. So tejas is the purest form of pitta, and it is right here. This is the home of tejas in between the eyebrows that transforms. So tejas is all about transformation, right? And it is the pure intellect, it is the ability to see and the ability to perceive. And then both this prana and tejas transform lifeless. Like, so if we think about food, it's kind of lifeless, right? As we take it in, I mean, yes, we know it's full of prana and full of energy, but it takes these molecules that don't have consciousness and then transforms it into consciousness. And that's what this prana is all about throughout the body, is like, we are consciousness. Our body is, yes, Christina, our body is alive because of prana. Right? It's alive because of the life force within us. And when we don't have this life force within us, we are just food stuff. We are physical matter made from food. And so let's just talk a little bit more about circulation. And what I was talking about prana is that the water and the air and the food become that living cell when it's mixed with the prana and the tejas. So the prana is the life force, and then the tejas is that intelligence to create, the intelligence to make food into a body, food into cells, food into organs, food into hair, into every part of our body. It's just amazing, right? Beyond us. And so let's talk about the recommended forms of exercise. No, not all forms of exercise are for everyone, right? I wouldn't recommend really that anyone run a marathon. It's not really a recommended practice from an Ayurvedic standpoint. It's just really extremely wearing on the body, and it is depleting. We don't have to go too much into it. I understand people, it's something that people love to do, to mind over matter type of a thing. And that's fabulous, for a short amount of time. And then, there's a time and a place for everything. So it's always like, if you're going to run that marathon, make sure that afterwards you're doing things that are building and rebuilding and rejuvenating for your body so that you can recover from those marathons properly. And so people run into trouble when they don't do that, when they continue to run and they continue to deplete themselves. But let's talk about maybe some more balancing forms of exercise that you can do on a daily basis, like yoga, of course. Yoga is the ideal way to move the body. And like I was talking about last night, yoga was originally made in order to prepare the body for meditation, to be able to sit in that lotus posture, in that cross-legged pose, seated for long periods of time, to be able to practice training the mind. And so when the body is restless, when the body is stiff, when you're in pain and it's hard to sit, it's hard to meditate. When we're in pain, it's very difficult to meditate. So yoga is the best exercise for people who want to become amazing meditators and make meditation a part of their daily routine, which is highly recommended. And if you want to hear more about meditation, catch last night's video of mine. Hey, Amberly, last night's video, which talked about meditation. I talked about meditation and the importance of meditation and why we should meditate. So catch #BeautyInsideOut Day 3 and check me out. So the other exercises, water aerobics is great, right? Water aerobics because it's easy on the joints. and you get that resistance as well. Tai Chi, you're working with the energy, and it's very good for Vata dosha because you have those slow, mindful movements. Brisk walking, great for Kapha types for sure, Pitta types as well, and Vatas can kind of take a nice stroll walking. And then swimming. Swimming is amazing tridoshic practice for, yeah, so for all people, swimming is an amazing form of cardio. So exercise is important for every day, for circulation, sweating, and detoxification. We have to get that little bit of sweat every day, however that looks for you. So reducing the sweat reduces the fat tissue if that's what you need to do. For those kapha types that may have a little excess fat, and it's so important for that detoxification. Even vata types, it's important to get out there and maybe get a little bit of sweat, maybe right here on the upper lip. But I understand vata people, it is hard for you to sweat, but it is great for detoxification, right? And what else is it great for? I'm going to get to in just a second. So exercise to half capacity for everyday maintenance of balancing vital organs, your heart, your liver, and your kidneys. How do you know what is half capacity? So half capacity is different for me and it's different for everyone. So how do we know? Hi, Connie. What is your half capacity? It looks like the sweat starts to form on the forehead and under the armpits and in the lower back. Once the sweat starts to form there, you've done enough. And how long should I go for? Of course, the time will vary depending on endurance. So once that sweat starts to form, then you know that you've gotten enough exercise, and that's typically about a half an hour. Let me tell you, when I'm doing that HIIT yoga practice, I am dripping sweat by the end of the half hour. But I am a kapha constitution woman. I have a lot of endurance. I've been training a long time, and my body is just more fit for longer exercise. I have more endurance naturally, more stamina naturally. I have naturally more fat tissue, more muscle tissue, and I have stronger bone tissue as well. That's because I have mostly made up of earth and water. So vata types, those of you who are more vata in nature, air and ether element, you're not going to be able to last as long as a kapha person, and that's okay because that's right for your body type. So you may get through 15 minutes of HIIT yoga and be like, I'm done, that was enough for me, right? Whereas after 15 minutes I kind of feel like I just got started. But to each his own, right? So we're all accepting each other and ourselves along the way, what's right for us. And that's what the beauty of Ayurveda is, because we kind of take everyone where they are and work with them that way. And then when we start to talk about it in the form of Vata, Pitta, and Kapha, we can just kind of relate with pieces of us as Kapha, or, oh, that's my Pitta, right? When I start to be really intense or focused or controlling, this is my Pitta, and I don't have to identify with it. It's not like I'm a controlling person. No, this is just maybe an imbalance that I've had, or certain thoughts or practices that I've done a long time that have I've gotten used to. And when I say, oh, that's my Pitta, then you can kind of detach from it and then start to make changes in a way that you don't have to take so personally, or you don't feel is such a crush to your own ego. So another reason why Ayurveda is so powerful for us in making changes in our life. So let's talk about the effects of excessive exercise, and you've done too much. So rigorous or vigorous exercise leads to dehydration, constipation, right? It dries us out. It harms the joints. It could lead to sciatica and arthritis in the long term. Warning signs that you've done too much. It's time to slow down or stop when you have profuse sweating, which, this is all coming from Dr. Lad, and honestly, I really love to sweat. Like some of you kapha types out there, I know, maybe pitta types too, you just love, love, love to sweat. And so I know when it's too much for me, and you should know when it's too much for you too. You have a hard time breathing. Let me tell you, I love to train hard. I love to breathe hard. So some of this stuff, as much as as this is what Ayurveda says, it's not always what I practice, right? And we need to, so the moment that we need to like breathe through the mouth and you're really breathing heavily, then you've done too much, and maybe you have tightness in the chest, that's probably a good time to stop, when you really feel that tightness in the chest and it's getting too much. Also, if you experience dizziness, it's time to stop and slow down as well. So I would say definitely tightness in the chest and that really difficulty breathing. And yeah, then it's time to take a break. So exercise for Vata Pitta Kapha. In reference to yoga, we can talk about exercise in the yoga practice, which, you know, in my program, I recommend to my clients to have a daily yoga practice. And Kapha can endure the most intense forms. So we know about hot yoga. You've heard about hot yoga. You've done it. You've gone there. You've almost passed out, right, in this hot yoga class. And you're dizzy and you're lightheaded and you're ready to go down. I mean, I've been there, I've done it, and Kapha is the best dosha to endure it. But even Kapha people in those hot yoga classes are going to feel it big time. They're going to be drenched in sweat. They're going to be dizzy. They're going to be struggling through that class. So it is an intense form of yoga, and I wouldn't recommend it more than once a week. For those of you who really love it, for you, if you have excess kapha, amazing way to start to release that fat tissue, but not more than once a week. And then we have pitta. So pitta is moderate. Pitta is everywhere kind of in the middle. And the classical practice is best for pitta because it is like for Shivananda. This is my training. I come out of Shivananda practice, and it's very classical practice. It goes through the whole body, and it's very balancing, and it has a moderate speed and a moderate intensity, but you're not going to get a huge sweat going. You might get a little bit of the sweat bead on the upper lip and on the brow, and then in the lower back, and then that's about it. So great for pitta. Then Vata really can endure the least amount of intensity when it comes to yoga. So yin yoga, or that focus on the female energy, restorative yoga. Yin yoga also is a little bit warm, so it's great. I've seen it offered like warm yin yoga, and this is so balancing for Vata because it gives that warm quality as well. And so the benefits of adequate exercise. So when we do exercise for our dosha and we do the right exercise, it stimulates gastric fire. So we want to build our Agni and our digestive fire. And so it will stimulate this. It improves digestion, relieves constipation, induces relaxation, and you get sound sleep. You know how good you feel after you've gotten a really good workout. You feel amazing. You've released the endorphins. And you feel good. You feel de-stressed. You've released any kind of tension, and then you're ready for sleep. Either you're ready for a great day if you do it in the morning, or say afterwards, a few hours later, you're ready for bed and your body has been adequately tired out. So this, for some reason, this just popped in my head, but this like restless leg syndrome some people complain about. I mean, it almost feels like this is kind of a disorder of this time, of this kind of sedentary lifestyle. So when we spend too much time sitting at a desk, sitting in front of the TV, we're going to get restless leg syndrome because you haven't moved enough during the day. And so this is what I would think is the very first symptom, or the very first cause, right? I'm sure that there's more causes down the line, and as this disorder gets more and more severe, we could run into complications, but the very first cause would be like, get up and move, right? Get up and move those legs so that you can release that excess energy that is in your legs. And excess exercise, so it increases Vata, it depletes the Rasa we talked about, dehydration, and wrinkled skin. Okay, when we get dehydrated, we don't have enough nourishment in our Rasa Dhatu, which is the first layer, right? Our lymph, and if we're not hydrated, we're not nourishing the deeper tissues, then our skin starts to kind of fall a little bit, get wrinkly and dry, and if we do exercise too much, then we can impair our ability to burn fat. So you don't want your body to go in starvation mode or intense recovery mode. We just want to be burning fat and increasing that metabolism. So again, back to the skin, I mean, you want to have this shiny, full, moist skin, and we need to do that through staying hydrated. So if you want to learn more about staying hydrated and the Rasa Dhatu, that was our first challenge. So that was hashtag Beauty Inside Out Day 1. So go ahead and check it out to learn more about staying hydrated so you can have beautiful skin. And speaking of beautiful skin, I am obsessed with this skincare line right now. I am using Lime Life by Alcone, and I love the face wash. I love the moisturizer, and I used the beaded face mask. OMG, I really, really loved it, and it made my skin look amazing and feel amazing. If you want more info on that, let me know. But I'm loving it. And same with this lip color. It's called Cupcake. And oh no, I lost connection. Nope, there you are. Okay. And so yeah, there it is. Cupcake, my cupcake. Alrighty. So we talked about exercise. We talked about the importance of incorporating some form of exercise in your daily life every day. And so here is your call to action for tomorrow. Hashtag Beauty Inside Out Day 4. You can do it, all right? Ladies, I want you to get out there, okay? Talk about your challenges around exercise. Talk about how you like to exercise, what kind of exercise you like to do, how often, how it makes you feel, and talk about if it's difficult for you to get motivated. Hi, Sylvia. I want you guys to get out there and do some exercise tomorrow. Today was a great day. Hopefully you were able to get out and do a little something, but think about it. Tomorrow morning, maybe set your alarm half an hour earlier and just do some kind of stretching, maybe a little meditation, and start to incorporate that exercise in your daily life. You will feel so much better. Because I have made this part of my daily routine, when I don't get up and do my exercise, I don't feel like myself. I don't feel my 100% potential to get out there and do my 100% every day. So really think about incorporating this into your daily routine. So tomorrow your call to action is to do some kind of exercise that I mentioned tonight. I'd recommend doing a simple yoga practice. And yeah, so snap a pic and post it in the group. Give it a little caption. Talk a little bit about your exercise. And remember that on Saturday, I will be announcing the winner of this 5-day series, the woman who has participated the most under the lives. They have commented and they have posted in the group. They have invited 5 members into Holistic Healing for Women group, and they have commented on other people's posts as well. I'm really looking forward to seeing more from you women. I would love to see some more posts of this 5-day challenge. And if you'd like, you have until Saturday to post. So you can still post from Monday, Tuesday, and today as well to catch up in the challenge. So the woman who does participate the most will be receiving a free Ayurvedic consultation with me, and I just want to really emphasize how amazing these consultations are, how complete they are, how really comprehensive they are, how individualized they are, and they really serve as a tool for you for the rest of your life, that you can come back to this document, come back to your feedback form, and use it as a tool to start nourishing yourself, to start doing the things that you know you need to do in order to feel your best and look your best, and really reach your goals. And so that's one thing, some of the things we would talk about is, what is your goal? Are you struggling with finding your purpose in life? Are you struggling finding a partner? Are you, struggling being a mother or a wife? Or do you want to be a better partner? Do you want to feel sexy and beautiful? Do you want to have better sex? There are so many possibilities and so many ways. Do you want to get pregnant? Are you struggling with fertility? There are so many things that I can help you with. and Ayurveda can really help you with and give you a basis for going forward. So really, participate in this challenge, put yourself out there, get a little vulnerable, and have this opportunity to connect with me and connect with Ayurveda and really go deeper into yourself. So reflect and see what you're missing, see what you're really needing and what you're wanting to get out of life. And if you're ready to step into your purpose and find out for yourself what you're here to do, really, reflect on your desires and what you want and what makes you happy. And, we can get there. So I think that's it. Hashtag Beauty Inside Out Day 4 is tomorrow. That is the exercise. And then I'll be back tomorrow with hashtag Inside Out Day 5. And that's Thursday. And then Friday, I have an amazing, exciting announcement for the month of October, for the rest of the month. And yes, super excited to let you guys in on an amazing opportunity. So that's going to be on Friday. Alrighty, loves. I hope I wasn't too scatterbrained. This cupcake lipstick's got me like all distracted. Loving it. Alright, loves. Be good, do good, and feel good with every day with Ayurveda. Much love. Peace. Namaste, mamacitas.